Kilimo cha kahawa kililetwa nchini zaidi ya karne moja iliyopita na wamishonari, na tangu enzi za ukoloni kahawa imekuwa ni kitega uchumi kikuu kwa nchi. Kaunti ya Kiambu ni miongoni mwa maeneo ambayo kahawa ingali inalimwa hapa nchini, na kaunti hiyo inajivunia kuwa na mkulima mchanga zaidi wa kahawa maalum barani. Lenny Waweru ni rubani, lakini aliasi kupaa kwa ndege na kujitosa kwenye kilimo cha kahawa, biashara iliyofanywa na familia yake kwa nusu karne sasa. Lenny alisema na mhariri wa NTV Bridget Ngana kuhusu safari yake ya kuimarisha kilimo cha kahawa nchini.
Anapotembea kwenye shamba lake la mikahawa, Lenny Waweru anaelewa fika uzito wa kazi anayofanya. Akiwa na umri wa miaka 31, Lenny alikuwa anatarajia kukamilisha masomo yake ya urubani, lakini janga la COVID-19 lilipotokea ilimbidi akatize masomo yake na kurejea nyumbani walipokuwa na biashara ya kukuza kahawa.
I come from a piloting background. So COVID happened, the school closed, and I was forced now to go back to the farm, which now I fell in love with the coffee and applied for scholarships to study coffee. And now I'm an SCA, certified green professional in sensory analysis.
Aina ya kahawa Lenny anakuza ni maalum na tofauti na kahawa iliyouzwa kwa masoko makuu ya nchi, na siri ni jinsi kahawa hii inavyokuzwa.
Specialty means above premium coffee, and it goes down from the practices and also the standards and the quality control protocols that you put in. Yeah, that's what differentiates between kawaida coffee and specialty coffee. Then commercial coffee is mostly sun-grown. Specialty coffee is mostly shaded-grown. Trees, bananas, you name it, yeah.
Lakini haikuwa rahisi. Ilimbidi ajifunze tena kilimo cha kahawa hii maalum ambayo anasema ina ladha zaidi ya 1000 na matumizi kochokocho.
The knowledge came about through now the studies that I had, which was how deep is coffee, what can coffee do. I later on found out that coffee has more than 1,000 flavors inside it. It has more than 1,000 uses. We only know going to a cafe and being on a date and having good coffee. We've forgotten about using coffee as a soil amendment, which in Kenya now, soil quality is a very big issue because we're using a lot of chemicals, yeah? So, and we're also clearing the land and just doing the farming. But also farming can adapt towards where you are. You could have existing timber trees or fruit trees. You don't really need to clear them, you just need to design your farm basically to go with it. And coffee can adapt anywhere.
Ujuzi wake wa kilimo cha kahawa hii maalum ulimfanya kutambulika na kituo cha kimataifa cha biashara mwaka wa 2021 akiwa na umri wa miaka 27 kama mkulima mchanga maarufu wa kahawa barani Afrika.
The mean age of coffee farmers, not only just specialty, is about 64, 65 there in Kenya per se. So I'm half that age already. I built the resilience through now understanding what I'm doing, and also being in that mentality. I'm a young guy, and there's so many people who are older than me in the industry, and I started now diving myself into knowledge, so that when they ask me questions, I answer them, and I don't answer them as I'm scolding them, but I'm teaching them, and I want to be part of it. It took me 5 years of just understanding basics, getting to know how the industry functions, and then coming up with systems which work for you.
Lenny anasema kahawa anayokuza pia haidhuru mazingira, na anahakikisha kuwa ameendeleza baadhi ya desturi za ukulima zilizoanzishwa na mababu zake.
It just aligns with our ethos where it's organic. We're trying to have a closed loop system where it's circular. So we're not really using a lot of mechanized processes. Even the picking process is hand-picked. Like some regions in Brazil, most of it is just machinery. So you'll notice that it's too much machinery, you forget about how the coffee is supposed to be handled.
Akienzi mchango wa mamake na nyanyake kwa kazi hii, Lenny amelitaja kahawa lake ruwawa, na kina mama ndio wengi wa wafanyikazi wake.
Permanent employees who are there and who actually are women. And we love empowering women. Why? Because even my story and the company name comes from my mother. So it's more of empowering women, youth-led, impactful coffee. This is what my grandma taught me. Sometimes you need to look at things differently. Yeah? It's not what you sell, it's how you sell it. You could be selling water, I could be selling water, but how I've packaged it and how I've made it into an experience is what actually becomes a defining factor.
Miaka 5 baadaye na kahawa ya Lenny ina wateja katika bara za Uropa, Marekani na Mashariki ya Kati, na anataka kubadilisha jinsi wa Kenya wanakunywa kahawa.
We supply one of the best European specialty coffee cafes in Glasgow, in Scotland, and also one is in Wales and one also in Dubai. So we only work with specialty cafes in terms of direct to consumer, but also we work with importer and also different farmers so that we can actually give them access to market. So for us, our biggest issue has always been greenwashing. Well, that's what we call in coffee, where your coffee is being taken from here, you know, it's through our coffee, but it's being sold as a French company, you know.
I think for me, being Kenyan and knowing that we have coffee as a commodity in Kenya, and also being living in Canada, where the coffee market is bustling. Kenyan coffee is not very common in Canada, and so I wanted to open up a gateway for Kenyan coffee to enter the Canadian and American market. So specifically, I was looking for organic coffee that's been grown with love and support from, with social impact at the very core of it, sustainability and social impact at the core of it. So importer in Spanish means it matters. And for us, it matters who we work with in our business. And so with Ruwawa, we formed a personal relationship, established a good working relationship, a good bond, before we decided that we were going to move forward in bringing Ruwawa farm coffee to the North American market.
With that, we brought in now the cold brew aspect of it, where now we attract the young Gen Zs and the millennials to still have quality coffee in a bottle or in a cup, depending on how you take it. It could be cold, warm, you could add ice to it, it becomes an iced coffee. So we're giving you options with a very high quality product. So that's the vibe, where you have access to quality products, you have access to the farmer. I even do deliveries some of the times myself.
Kulingana na data za KNBS, Kenya iliuza tani metriki zaidi ya 5,000 kufikia Machi mwaka jana za kahawa, na kwa Lenny anatarajia ujuzi aliyoongeza kwa biashara yao itaendelea kwa kizazi kijacho.
I have 3 kids, so I bring my kids to the farm all the time when I have time. So that succession story is always there. It's like go to the farm, play soccer in the coffee farm, but you don't know exactly what it is. But when now I started taking my kids for cupping sessions with AST trainers, now they started saying, "Oh, Dad, this is actually serious. It's not just leaves in the forest, you know." So now they're developing that persona of like, I can actually grow from something my dad started or my grandfather started, and it can be something which is generational. I imagined I was gonna be a pilot somewhere employed, probably with a very fast car. But I never really imagined that I would employ myself and empower my community, and also eventually have the connections which I wouldn't have gotten as a pilot, you see. So there's a plus to it, because you get to be your own boss, you get to set your own rules, you get to test them out.
Bridget Ngana, NTV County ya Kiambu.